Welcome back to this weekend Showdown with your host Bob. No other co-host today. Jeff was not able to make it, so you just got me riding solo again. So you mean it's gonna be probably a really fast one, as I talk too fast and nobody's able to interrupt me. This Showdown week is also again brought to you by MLB Showdown Bot. ShowdownBot.com. Visit him on Twitter or the website and make your cards. I wouldn't be able to make all these cards without the MLB Showdown card bot this fast. And I'm able to do that every week and get you the ESPN basically players of the week every week. And in this week, week 8, nothing new here. Fernando Tatis, still ridiculous. He comes up number 1 this week. As every other week. The card 660 points, 9 on base this season, A speed 20 with a little bit of shortstop help. Absolute monster of a chart. Only 3 outs, and again being the strikeouts. I guess that's the downside of the card. I don't know why my pop-up thing is not working here. There we go. But he had 3 more home runs, bringing his total to 16. Didn't have the best average this week on base percentage again. That's why he's at a 9 on base, but just absolutely tearing the cover off the ball. And he's got 2 more stolen bases this week. He just does it all. He just keeps hitting, which is phenomenal. Next up, number 2. You might have thought he was too old these days, but Evan Longoria still hitting over the Giants, who seem to be doing well. Had 4 homers this week, with a 462 on base for the week, bringing him to a 9 on base. 300-point third baseman. Actually, a really interesting card here. The C-speed kind of sucks, and the 5 outs do suck, but 16 double 18 homer for a 9, 300 points seems pretty solid. Next up, for whatever reason, Tyler O'Neill just killing it for the Cardinals. I know I dropped him in Showdown, or I dropped him in Fantasy, and then picked him back up when he went on the IL, picked him back up for a spot start, and he picks up 3 home runs since I picked him up. He's had 4 home runs this past week, 8 RBIs, 3 doubles, just killing it. Not the best on base percentage guy. He's striking out a lot, and he's got the 6 outs, but weirdly gets the 12 home run, which is super stupid, and obviously that's why he's at the 470, but the A speed, so definitely usable card. Just don't know if I'd ever pay 1 or 470 for a card like this. But you can see for yourself if that's something that you're into. I just don't know if I can go for 7 for like that many points for a 7 on base. I just don't imagine what the rest of my team would look like. Last up, Mr. Jose Abreu, making his first appearance of the year, picks up 2 home runs this week. Interesting card here, getting under 300 points, getting an 8 with pop. Again, strikeouts are very high, as they are for the league, and the C-speed does suck, but he's a first baseman. You're not going to get any real defense here. But I would take a little 8 with a little pop. Seems to be a good call. The last few days he did pretty rough against the Indians. In general, he has been very good overall. Bringing up the worst player of the week, we felt like looking at the names, one of the worst players of the week, Giancarlo Stanton. He went 0 for 12 this week and picked up absolutely nothing but I think like a walk. Just a really rough week. He just came back, I think, from injury and hasn't got a hit yet. Bringing his total to a 7 on base, 210 point, just kind of home run hitter. But we were talking about earlier with the 7 on base with power. I'd rather spend 200 points on a power. Now this guy's getting a DH only, which really sucks. But I'd rather spend 200 points on a 7 with power than 470, though I do like the A speed. So I guess I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I just don't know if I would do it. Switching over then, and I found this picture where he was just disappointed that he got out. Next up, a closer getting the player of the week for us this week. 390 points for Liam Hendricks. Get a 5, 1 through 18. Basically Billy Wagner here from the 0-0. He pitches 4 innings, gets 8 strikeouts, no earned runs, and 4 saves. Just absolutely lights out this last week, and lights out for the season. He's only got 2.05 ERA with 36 strikeouts in 22 innings. So great pickup there for the White Sox. Very expensive closer. I don't know if I'd spend $390, but you're definitely getting lights out for him. And Kevin Gausman keep showing up, and I just can't imagine he keeps doing this well. But again, an amazing week. Has 11 innings with no earned runs, 16 strikeouts, 2 wins, only 2 walks, .82 WHIP, which is .81 in the season. He has a 1.4 ERA for the season in 70 innings. So great card here, monster, 740 points. This is unreal pace he's on right now. 1 through 17 out, and then the single walk or walk single double, all single digits there. And a 6 IP is ridiculous. Next up is Lucas Giolito again for the White Sox. Weird card here, getting a lot of points because he's a 3-1 through 17 out with no doubles. So then 500 points is probably too much. I would not spend this on a 3 control guy, but I could see why he's 300 points just because he's so many outs. But this is like Randy Johnson, 3-1 through 18 out, and he's up in like 600 points. But last week, only gave up 2 earned runs in 13 innings, 17 strikeouts, and he got 2 wins for the White Sox. Coming back from injury, you've seen him on here like every week. Jacob deGrom still killing it. He had 1 earned run in the past 11 innings that he pitched, 17 strikeouts, having a .82 ERA, which brings his ERA up to a whopping .71 ERA for the season, .57 WHIP. He's on unreal pace right now, averaging just under 2 strikeouts an inning. Has 51 innings and 82 strikeouts. He's getting the 6 1 through 18 out card. This card's just stupid. It does suck that he gets a double here, but I mean, geez, I imagine you're getting like 1 hit an inning, if that. So I don't know if they're really racking together like a bunch of outs or a bunch of hits. So it's kind of hard to see. But Jacob deGrom, don't know if I'd spend $820 on him, but holy shit, is he on unreal pace. Last up, Blake Snell. Don't know what's going on to Blake. I thought he was going to have a really good year in San Diego, with them limiting his innings in Tampa. I had him in my fantasy team. Absolutely killed me. I dropped him last start when he had 5 earned runs. This last start he had before, so the start before that I dropped him in my fantasy league. Then he gives up 7 earned runs in 3 innings to Houston, so everyone has dropped him now. This picture looks horrendous of him, got the surrender cobra basically, and looks like he just got done crying. But he has a 5.5 ERA on the season, but weirdly 70 strikeouts, 47 innings. But in his last 7 days, he had a 21 ERA. So that's what kills him here. But a 1 through 16 out, you're looking at like a 330 point player usually, and then only 4 IPs. This card's I think are extremely overpriced. I would never pay that. But this is again 0-1 statistics. I'm used to the 0-0 statistics. But that is this week in Showdown. Again, brought to you by Showdown Bot. So I hope you guys, again, use it online. I hope you guys continue to make cards. Follow the blog. I know some people are doing awesome blogs with also Showdown Bots cards and make cool backgrounds. I'm just keeping this up to date for this week in Showdown every week, bringing it to you. Next week will be week 9. Hopefully Jeff will be back. Thank you, everyone.